Hello, everyone. Welcome to Reader's Magnet. I am Lourdes Marie Ortega, and we are here today with one of our featured authors for ALA 2022 conference and exhibit. We have here Nicki Geigert. Hi, Nicki.
Hi, hello everyone.
All right. Hi, Nikki. It is our pleasure to once again have you with us, featured here in Reader's Magnet. How are you feeling?
I am actually excited that I just found out that my um, Girls Greek Odyssey won first place in the Pacific Awards. And
Wow.
so every single one of my books has won one award or another. So
My
that
God.
is awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Really, really amazing. And we are proud to have you here at Reader's Magnet. So, right
Thank you.
now, we are here with you today to feature your book, Who's Yawning Now? For our ALA 2022 exhibition. Yes, that's the book.
That's
And
the book.
tell us about this book.
Okay, this book actually started about 30 years ago. I'm actually a photographer
Hmm.
and I journal everything. And so, and my degree actually is with physical activity and English. So, um, anyway, as a photographer, I captured a few animals yawning and I thought, oh, I think I would like to write a children's book, A to Z,
Hmm.
animals yawning A to Z. Well, I captured all my animals except for X, Q, uh,
Right?
U, and then I thought, okay, it doesn't look like I'm going to be doing the alphabet. I was just excited about, any animal that I could capture, um, along the lines of the alphabet. And
Yeah.
then I decided, okay, I've got to get this book out. I've got all these little animals that have been waiting to tell their stories. And so I'll just pick a few of them. So I have picked 41 animals.
Hmm. That's a
And
lot.
yeah, I know. But so I'm telling their stories in the Who's Yawning Now book. And just the fact that I captured all of these animals yawning is very amazing because
Indeed amazing.
animals don't yawn all the time. So I had to be very patient and wait until they appeared kind of tired or sat down or whatever, or just gave out a big yawn. And
Hmm.
so that's what has happened in the production or the photography of all of the animals in this book. So, and of course, the lemur is one of my favorites. So, and I think that they're the cutest. So that's why I chose this cute little lemur as the cover shot uh, for the book, and I did the layout and everything. So anyway,
Yeah, that's really adorable. 41 animals. That's a lot of
yeah,
animals. And so,
yeah.
if I may ask, how long did it take you exactly to write this book?
To write it took,
Hmm.
um, and well, writing is just one stage of the story. So
Yeah.
to outline it and everything, that took 6 months, I guess. Then refining
Oh,
and everything took another 6 months. So writing a book is basically a 2-year process.
yeah.
And you got to stick with it, and it's not easy. So even though you love your subject matter and or your story or whatever, you have
Hmm.
to get down to uh, grammar, um,
That's true.
syntax,
Hmm.
your storyline. The words that you choose are very important
Diction,
to,
yeah.
yeah, to engage whoever's reading the book.
Hmm.
So all of those things are very, very important. So that takes about 6 months to just go through it and go through it and go through it. And when you're really tired of the whole story, go through it again and get friends to go through it.
Yeah, that's exactly the fun part, getting friends to get through all the things that you're going through, right? So,
Yeah.
and with that being said, what are the challenges that you have encountered when you were writing this book?
The main challenge, of course,
Mhm.
was capturing all of the animals that I wanted,
Right.
yawning. Um, and it involved a lot of travel all over the world, from Antarctica to the Arctic
Mhm.
to everywhere in between.
Right. So it's
So,
really one of the challenges aside from writing the book. It was really gathering the photographs. And
mhm.
if I may ask, when you had this experience, does taking photographs or writing energize you or exhaust you?
Taking photographs always energizes me. That's my passion, and
Yeah.
that's all of what my stories are based around. I do have unwritten stories that are fictional characters,
Mm-hmm.
um, but they'll just have to wait a while.
Yeah. So with that thought, if you could tell your younger self about writing or writing anything or taking photographs of anything, what would you tell yourself, or what advice would you give your younger self about writing?
Hmm. Well, basically, my younger self did do a lot
Mm-hmm.
of writing. I
Nice.
wrote letters. I made up stories, and
Mm-hmm.
as far as photography, I started when I was 10 years old, and
Wow,
my
really
first
young.
yeah, my first camera was a 1920s black and white Kodak. No,
Oh.
yeah, I guess it was a Kodak. It was a little black box where you
Mm-hmm.
push the lever down and then you counted to five and lifted it back up again. And that's what took a black and white picture. And everybody
Mm-hmm.
had to stay still for that length of time. So yeah, and then my cameras started graduating to be more sophisticated, as I got older and things like that. So, but yeah, photography's always been my passion.
Yeah. How about your writing?
Writing is fun at first, and then when you really have to make choices, word
Yeah.
choices, and things like that. And of course, I use a program called Grammarly, which
Yeah, I actually do too.
yeah, and that really helps quickly go through and tell you, I don't like the comma here or the whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing that I have found is that uh, grammar and writing is a fluid
Mm-hmm.
type of animal, if you will. And so the way that I learned my grammar in college, um, they've grammar has actually become more sloppy,
Oh.
and uh, I think that there's less appreciation
Mm-hmm.
for what goes into grammar. And if you read older books, they had far more fascinating word choices that they used,
Yeah.
and words that young people today would have no clue as to meaning or anything else.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm. I actually agree, because there are really some syntax and diction there that we might not be familiar with, and
mhm,
it's actually really interesting how language or writing has really evolved through the years, right?
yeah. Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So also in another flow of questioning, how did publishing your first book change your process or your idea of writing?
Hmm. Well, because I used photographs, I had
Mm-hmm.
to consider placement
Mm-hmm.
and then writing the story around each
Mm-hmm.
image. So I used a totally different program
Yeah.
and for layout and all of those kinds of things. Otherwise, it would have been a nightmare. So when I uh, used the other program, I actually had the book um, printed,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started looking around for who I would have it published with.
Right. So that's really a one-way process, or not even a one-way. It's a whole different thing. You go through a lot of processes and a lot of thinking and a lot of deciding to do.
Right.
And in this sense, how would you determine, or how would you think of literary success? What does literary success look like to you?
Literary success means that everybody loves my books and they want to buy one, and they do buy one.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly. Speaking of books, what other books do you have right now for us, Nikki, aside
Right?
from the Who's Yawning Now that you
Okay, so
have
here's the Who's
read?
Running Now. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have Family Trip to Magical Madagascar and Beyond. And this book
Mm-hmm.
came out before Who's Yawning Now.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a story about our family took a trip to Madagascar. And in fact, I lead trips as a photographer. I lead trips to Madagascar, and we have a trip coming
Wow.
up the 1st of October this year.
Oh my
And
God, that's amazing.
this is a special time of year in Madagascar when all the baby lemurs and baby everythings are born.
Oh my God.
So, yeah, and so I'm really, really looking forward to seeing brand new babies. I love brand new animal babies, so they're
Yeah.
always so cute and so precious.
We're gonna see brand new animal babies and maybe a brand new book, perhaps.
I'm not sure. My
This
next
is
book
good.
My next book out is tentatively called Penguins of the World, and
Mm,
I'm heading to the Snares Island off the coast of New Zealand in November to photograph the Snares Island penguins, and that's my last penguin group. So,
mm.
yeah. So I've got all the penguins of the world except for the Snares Island. So, and then this book was my
Yeah,
most
that
recent
one.
book. This book is the one that won the Pacific Award for best
Yes.
travel book. And it's a trip that we made to Greece with our niece who was valedictorian of her high school. She completed her AA
Mm-hmm.
associate degree in college while she was still in high school. She's a real smarty, and she's also a very good athlete. So um, she chose Greece because you can hike, you can bike, you can swim, you can do everything in Greece. And we had the most fabulous time. And so it includes Greek world history, little
Mm-hmm.
snippets. It's just little snippets. It doesn't go into a whole lot of detail, but it's enough to give a person an idea of what Greece is all about and how important its foundations were to the whole world, actually. And so
Yeah.
she swam around different islands in Greece. She was windsurfing. She was hiking
Oh,
up
that's
to,
amazing.
so I captured it all and made it into a book. And that particular book, right now, is just available on NickiGeigertBooks.com.
Yes.
So, um, and the production of it was with a different group, and because it's all on photo paper and
Mm-hmm.
just it's just a beautiful book. Um, Good enough for coffee table and all of those kinds of things. So,
Yeah. Can't wait to get a hold of that book, perhaps.
yeah, definitely.
Right. So we're down to our last two questions. You might be ready for this question. Do you Google yourself, Nikki?
Do I Google myself? No,
Yeah. No?
not 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 really. No,
All right. That's interesting.
I don't
Um
have enough. I don't have enough hours in the day to pay attention to all of
that's
that. But
right.
here's one thing I will show you.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh my God.
this is the Book Excellent Award
Mhm.
um, that I received for uh, Who's Yawning Now, and
Congratulations.
these are the little stickers that I am
Mhm.
supposed to put on every single one of those books that I hopefully sell or whatever at the American Library Association conference in
Mhm.
Washington, D.C., June
Yeah.
23rd to 28th. So I'm going to be there and I'm going to be autographing books. So if anyone is interested and would like to come and stop by a booth and say, hi, Nikki, I would love to chat with you. So
That's right. Last and not but last question, but definitely not the least. What is it like to work and have your books with us at Reader's Magnet, Nikki?
um, it's the people are very attentive and keep reminding me I need to do this and that and the other thing. And uh, it's when your book is published,
Mm-hmm.
that's a start. But it's all about getting the books out there and making people aware that hey,
Mm-hmm.
there is a new book that you might want to check out.
Mm-hmm.
That is the most difficult part, the whole advertising and everything. And I have to admit, I hate all of that process. I
Yeah.
just I am not into promoting, and so, but here I am.
Here you are. Right. So that's it, Nikki. Those are all my questions. And you might want to visit Nikki's website at nikkigeigertbooks.com. That's where you can visit and look into her books, especially Who's Yawning Now, to be featured on ALA 2022 annual exhibit and conference. At Washington, D.C., it will be on June 23rd to 28th. Specifically, on Nikki's time, would be on June 25th. That's gonna be her book signing event, and she will be
Mhm.
autographing Who's Yawning Now. So,
Yes.
Nikki,
And
any last? Yeah.
and and
Mm-hmm.
if you buy um, 2 books, you get a free book bag.
Right. If you buy two books of Who's Yawning Now or any other books that you have.
Any of the 3 that I have.
Right. So not just Who's Yawning Now, but any of the three or the other two that she showed us. It's
That's
gonna
right.
be Girls Greek Odyssey and
These are great for teenagers.
yeah, and the trip
Here's
to a
another one.
family's trip to magical Madagascar and beyond. All
Yep.
right.
And this one.
Yes, these books are also available on Amazon and Barnes and Noble and also on her website. All right, so I guess that's it. It has been a wonderful time talking and discussing with you, Nikki, about your books and about your experiences with writing and publishing with us here at Reader's Magnet. And we say here in Reader's Magnet, we share your stories with the world. See you soon at the ALA 2022 conference and exhibit. Bye
Thank
for
you.
now. All right.